Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today going to be taking a look at a very, very interesting game. This is Golden Lap. Now, it is a kind of motorsport managering style of game, following sort of the 70s era of Formula 1. Now, it does a lot of things very well. I mean, this is just a demo. We can kind of do a little bit of a tiny bit of a career mode. Sure, we will be fail race. Now, in the demo, we only get to sort of start off with a couple of. You can only pick from one or two teams. I don't know whether you're going to be able to create your own team or whether you're going to be working with just what you've got here. So, I mean, you've got knockoff Ferrari, you've got knockoff McLaren, you've got knockoff Lotus. Then I'm not quite sure where we go from there. I think there's Tyrrell. And there would probably be Brabham, maybe BR. That might be BRM. I would expect that. I'm going to guess. Is it Shadow? Is it Shadow that we had at one point, or something like that? Don't know what some of these are supposed to be. That would probably be Ligier, maybe. We're guessing the teams. Either way, so for the demo, we're going to start with this. I'm going to start with BFC. They're not predicted to be amazingly quick, so make it a little bit more of a challenge for myself. So. We go into this, we've got $50, that'd be a bit of a weird way to do it, but we've got $50, we've got to pick a driver, an engineer, and a crew chief to, make the most of that. And we're currently $14 being spent on our car. So, we get to choose from all of these drivers, and some of them are very expensive. So we've got speed and focus. So, speed, how quick they go, focus, how often they go quickly. I reckon... I'm looking down here and like, do you go for the really fast but inconsistent driver? Because like most of our budget at that point for the really fast. Can we? I don't know whether we can afford. Because then we're going to have to go for terrible driver number 2. I don't know whether we can afford you realistically. I'm happy to go with that as a little bit more of a gamble. Kind of thing. Can we not get pay drivers? This is immediately got to want a pay driver because we're broke. You're not very fast, but you're very consistent. I mean, I don't know if I can afford you. I think we're going to have to go for. So we've got privateer. We don't want to jerk on our team. Efficient driver, consume less fuel. Privateer. Have an increased. Higher chance of increasing speed, but a lower chance of increasing focus. Patriotic. I mean, rich parents. Well, I mean, could you bring? Can you bring some money to a team? I think we're going to have to go. I mean, I was hoping we're going to have to go. We're not going to have the jerk on our team, basically. Sure, we'll go with those two as our drivers. We're going to have to hope Pellegrini is going to be half decent. Engineer. We do want a good engineer, if we can afford one. Maybe you here, and then crew chief. Again, we're going to just kind of grab someone. Actually, you look half decent. Sure, we'll go with that. I mean, we can go experimental on the car build. We can barely afford it. I think this is going to be the best that we're going to get, basically, at the moment. But that's fine. We're not expecting to win any of this, so this is what we're going to go for. So experimental sort of can be faster, but might be worse, might not be as reliable. At least this design, is going to be fairly straightforward. So this kind of part of the management side of things is a kind of nice and, I say straightforward. There's depth to it without being overwhelming. This is an easy one to kind of pick up and go for. I mean, look, we're not going to get on the podium. I doubt we're going to be getting 6th, are we? I mean, Actually, I mean, that seems like a better deal. We're guaranteed 4, and it's much easier to get the bonus. We're going to go with you. So we've got a little bit of sponsors, sort of sponsorship, so on. Where are we starting? We're going off to Spain for our first race. We will see what we can do. I mean, neither car's in great shape, but it'll be fine. I say it'll be fine. I don't know whether it'll be fine. Let's go. Let's just go out to the track. Weather-wise, so we have got to deal with weather. There are various traits to the tracks. So, for example, this track here is arid, which means it's less likely to get rain. Narrow, meaning it is less likely, more difficult to overtake, more possibility of crashes. Now, we don't have control over what the cars are doing. Somebody here is feeling invigorated. That wasn't our driver. So, we're going to send people out. Now, there's no real downside to just running cars all the time. There's no real downside to just sending them out constantly. So for qualifying, what you've got to do is send them out, they run around, they come back, and then you have a little bit of kind of like timing, time units, if you like, to try and tune the car up. I mean, this is sort of old-style qualifying where you went out and did a lap. Well, my driver is not focusing. We need a good lap from you, goddammit. And you are not going to be on an amazing lap. I mean, we're not getting pole, but okay, we came close enough to silver up there. What is our other driver going to do? They are down in 7th. We're not expecting amazing things from them. We're kind of putting all of our all of our eggs in one basket here and hoping that they can pull out something astonishing. So yeah, they'll run out, they'll do their qualifying, and then they come back into the pits. The track gradually grips up. I mean, you've got a thing for how much grip there's on the track. You've got rain. Apparently we're not going to be dealing with rain. And now we can sort of tune the vehicle. We can focus on handling, engine, so straight line speed, or kind of like a chassis overall. This track looks twisty as anything. I'm thinking, let's go for handling. So these are the sort of time units you've got. I'm going to guess the better the engineer, the more time units you've got, the more you can kind of tune your car. So I want to just go for, let's try and max out the handling, if at all possible, on your vehicle. And then we're going to go send you out again. We're going to just try and keep sending you out and sort of keep going. The other guy has wandered in. So we will, we'll try to go for a little bit more of a balanced upgrading with you. We'll try and spread our strategy a little bit, or balanced tuning, if you like. Try and spread out our strategy. Keep them going out, because every time they go out, I can do this sort of tuning thing. So we're just going to keep them going out. Downside, of course, is I'm focusing on performance of the car, not focusing on finding them a gap in the traffic. Now, I'm not sure that's the best way to go, but I figured we're not qualifying on pole anyway. I mean, Pellegrina is in a decent spot. That's not bad, actually. That's a good lap. You're up into 5th. What is our other driver going to do? 15th. Okay, that's fine. A bit of an iffy middle sector. But yeah, I'm kind of focusing on just getting the car as fast as I possibly can. I mean, at this point of the game, it is management without being crazy over the top. And honestly, I don't mind that. I know that sounds a little bit weird. As much as I do like strategy and management games and so on, I actually like the kind of pick up an easy approach that this one has. I think we're going to now. We should probably start doing some other things outside of handling with your car. I mean, it worked. So here's like the performance stat of the car as it goes through. It's increasing. I mean, we're not going to be beating the Ferraris at the moment, but lap time's improving. So you can go out again. The other one will wander its way back in, and then we will, focus on getting you some upgrades as well. I don't think it's quite as good on upgrades on your car particularly, but that is fine. Off you go. Go on your merry way. I'm hoping Pellegrini is going to be on their own. And so there we go. Okay, yeah, they're ahead of everybody. Oh, that's fine. They've got a lap to themselves, and Butler has not got a lap to themselves. Never mind. Are we going faster? We are. Hey, we're up into 3rd. Damn, that's a good lap. Well done. Well done, indeed. We can't get the middle sector. Butler can't get the middle sector correct, and they've also got themselves stuck in traffic. I mean, they were never going to be the crazy quick driver. They didn't get faster anyway. They were never going to be a crazy quick driver. They were just because we had to have a second driver. we couldn't afford anything better. Right, we'll keep the soft tyres. There's no reason to be changing. Do we now focus on some of the other bits of the car? I'm going to say it's probably a good idea. Out you go again. See if you can. I mean, thankfully, our good driver has found a lovely little gap in the traffic. We're going to try and increase yours. I mean, your handling stats got up there now. Come on, you can go faster. We want to get you off the back row of the grid. The gaps are quite massive, although admittedly, the gaps were pretty massive in this era of Formula 1. In the Grand Prix this weekend qualifying, what was it? It was like 2/10 between like the top 5 cars, and it's not necessarily going to be the race is going to go that way. Qualifying is crazy close. This era, it wasn't actually all that close. Although the gaps do seem a little bit crazy in this. We are going to, Pellegrina is going to cross the line, back up to 4th. I mean, he's doing remarkably well for the car that's not expected. It's expected to come 10th. They are outdriving this machine. Hey, Butler's up to 14th. Good work. Good work. I'm happier with that one, isn't it? We're not matching the top cars. Of course, we're not going to be matching the top cars. Will we get time for 2 more runs? maybe you've got some. Let's go for. I'm seeing these like massive increases. Let's chuck those on the car. And the lap times are tumbling. We're doing good. Go on, you can go out again, and then we will let the other one come back in and try and send them out. I think this will be possibly the last run. You have not got as bigger increases going on, but I mean, you know, the performance is getting there. So this is where it does start to run into the little bit of the downside for this game. That as much as I'm really enjoying this, one of the problems that I foresee the game having, and it's one that I don't really think you can do, I say can't do much about with this style, is as much as I like the light strategy, as much as I kind of like almost like the minimalist strategy. Oh, Pellegrini's on a good lap here, hopefully, in theory. They really slow down. As much as I like the whole idea of almost like the strategy lights or this thing, I think it's really cool. The slight problem, the slight downside with all of it is this kind of disconnect as you are just watching numbers go round a track. Motorsport Manager, of course, does a very, very good job of, I think we're actually going to end up in third, possibly. Motorsport Manager does a great job because you can physically sit and watch your cars. And while I don't mind the fact this doesn't have as much control, you can't quite have as much input over what your drivers are doing and all of that sort of thing, I don't mind that. There is this kind of disconnect between, you know, managing a vehicle and literally just watching a number go around on a screen. It's very difficult to describe and very difficult to explain because, actually, I'm having a lot of fun with this game so far, but I do think it might struggle, perhaps, to capture... It's almost a struggle to capture the imagination when it comes to everybody, because you are literally just watching a number go around a vague rendition of a track you might recognise. And yeah, playing this one has given me, I say, almost more confidence on it. I don't know what's going on with the Lotus there, because I have been really enjoying. After a little while, you kind of don't even realise really what you're watching. But yeah, I can't help but wish there was a little bit more detail with the vehicles racing around, a little bit more kind of involvement with that side of things. Qualifying has gone astonishingly well. Wasn't expecting us to get that car up into third. That's really good. I'm not expecting to finish there. If I can get points, that would be great. If I could get a top 10, that would be brilliant. We're going to have to go to the race. So, the races. It is a wonderfully clear and dry day. Now, we are going to... What was your stuff? Aggressive, which is fine. Reckless, well... So handy is good, reliability. Aggressive and reckless is dangerous combination. What do we want to do? Pellegrini, I think we want to go... I think we're going to go... So there's no refueling in this. You have got to... So if you run the car aggressively with your engine sort of mode, you will be faster, but you will run out of fuel. The cars are fueled till the end, so you'd have to start saving fuel at some point. I tend to have not done that. I think we're going to go for a little bit of a split strategy. We're not expecting... Well, we're going to... Pellegrini is going to run really hard at the start. I'm going to try and just go as quick as we can. We might have to do extra pit stops, but I think if we're just going to run super aggressive with that car. Butler, we're going to try and run longer on the mediums. See what we can do with them. I mean, if they can make up some ground, that would be great. Sure, Silver is feeling invigorated. Kanto has had a big party. Well, wait, hold on. Is that my engineer? Who let the engineers? You're not allowed to party. I mean, the drivers aren't supposed to be partying. Bloody hell, okay, so our engineers are useless. Right, let's go and see what might happen here. Okay, Pellegrini is the only one starting on softs. Only two of us are starting on softs, and immediately we're not focusing from the get-go. God damn it. Come on, go chase down those Ferraris. Actually, more of a case of slow down the Lotuses and slow down the McLarens if you can. I'm not expecting you to chase after the Ferraris particularly. We are going to speed up time a little bit. These are actually pretty long races. Butler has slipped a little bit to 17th place. But yeah, okay, we've got some decent straight line speed going on down there. Shall we try and tell you to push, see if you can maybe make up some places? We have lost the third place. I mean, we weren't necessarily expecting to be crazy fast necessarily. We got the good qualifying. Butler is slightly and slowly falling back. And yeah, at this stage, there isn't a huge amount I can do. We can kind of watch the dots go around. We can try and spot a gap for cars to come out into clear air if and when they need to pit. I think Butler has got a little bit more pace than 16th place, possibly. We've got kind of stuck up behind the car in 17th, or was it Rosenquist, which we have passed into turn 1. Good work. Good work. In fact, actually, our car up in 4th is going for it. So we're the only ones on push hard mode at the moment, which I'm fine with. We might stand a chance against that Lotus. Pretend Lotus. Forgotten what the fictional name was. Chapman, I think, was what the team was called here. Maybe we could go and look for. I mean, this track is difficult to pass. Pellegrini is a brave driver and has gone for it. Good work. So we are now up into 3rd. Hopefully, if we could have a good little run here, you can go and extend the gap. And, I mean, we're going to be on a different pit strategy to everybody else. Looks like Butler's actually on the move as well, and they've moved up a place into 16th. Good work. We'll try and get them to push, see if they can trace down the car in 15th, the night car, I think it was. See if they can do anything. Yeah, we've actually got surprisingly good gap. I mean, we can speed the time up a little bit here. I might tell Butler to just chill it a little bit, keep those tyres alive. The goal would be here, if we could get ourselves to the point whereby, I mean, we're 15 seconds down on the leaders. If we could get to the point, I don't know how Maldonado is driving a Lotus. Just noticed that. Where we could pit and come out ahead of the 2 McLarens, that would be nice. We're having a scruffy lap now, not ideal. The tyres will run quite a long way into the race. So, from my experience with this, as the tyres kind of wear, you don't see a crazy drop-off in performance from the tyres, particularly until they sort of completely disintegrate. But again, this is a demo. I'm sure we're going to see different things as the game, develops more. But yeah, there isn't a crazy, ridiculous drop-off, so you can be quite aggressive with your tyres. And the drivers do sometimes have good and bad laps. Lap times... Oh, we've just got fastest lap of the race. Lovely. I'm about to go say, how are we doing compared to the Lotuses, the McLarens we seem to be racing? And the answer is pretty well, actually. Especially that lap, we are much quicker than the cars around us. Butler's just kind of having a bit of a chill time down there, not really catching, not really doing anything. They're starting to get lapped further back. We've pulled we are actually having a really good little run here. We are lapping very, very quickly. We are going to have to pit, of course. This is the thing. We might be able to come out. We might not come out ahead of the McLarens when we pit. I don't know. It would be kind of close, actually. No, Pellegrini, don't have a bad lap. I need you to keep going. I need you to keep building this gap. Keep building the gap so that we can pit. Butler's had a little bit of a dice. There's a little bit of a moment. Shall I get you back on the pushing? Let's just get you to push a bit harder. See if we can catch back up to those cars. Yeah, we might come out in 4th when we pit. We're mostly focusing on, our podium contender at the moment. Butler has caught back up to 16th place. We should lap the night car down into the first corner. That's all good. Now, do we pit this lap or do we try and go again? What is the gap back? It's 19 seconds to the car behind. I think we're going to come in because I don't want to risk. I think we should do one more lap, but I don't really want to risk one more lap. I think we can go and pit. Now, if we jump on some medium tyres, I think we would have to go. I mean, it's 50 laps, so we have to go. I mean, you could go hards and run it to... You wouldn't even be able to go hards and run it to the end. I think maybe mediums and then mediums again might be the way to go. I mean, if we run softs, you're not going to run very far. You could run aggressive and run softs again and then maybe try to go hards to the end. You could run hards and then try to go mediums. I think we're going to go mediums and then potentially mediums again at the end. We might have to kind of push a little bit less hard for those. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go for it. We will go in. We will have a pit. Are we going to... Okay, we're not going to come out in... Okay, we're going to come out behind the Lotus. I'm fine with that. I was hoping we were going to come out in front, but our tyres would be dead before we were going to be able to build that gap enough, so it's fine. We can now... I mean, again, I'm going to push hard. Pellegrini, we're just going to go for it. And, okay, we're in the zone. Good stuff. Yeah, just drive the absolute wheels off of that car. Butler's still fine for a little bit. The other soft tyre car only lasted a lap longer than me. We've got some good straight line speed in our BRMs or BFCs or something, whatever the hell they were called. I've forgotten the name of them. We've got some decent top end here. Butler's had a great lap, got a double overtake. We're going chasing off after the sort of blue cars. Can we get 3rd place again? Oh, we are struggling a little bit behind the Lotus. We've got good pace. Will we get it into turn 1? No. Pellegrini is unable to pass at the moment. Do we chill it out a little bit? Or do we hope they can find a way past? Butler is actually doing a great job. They've got a great job going on here. Now, there's no rules about multiple tyre compounds in this. You can run whatever you fancy. We are getting held up here a little bit in traffic with that third place. Not quite able to make the progress that we want to. And we're going to get the third place back when the pit stops happen, but we may have to pit one extra time. That's kind of what I'm thinking of here. It's about to get a little bit... We need Pellegrini to have a good lap. It looks like they are going to be in for a good lap here. They might be able to find a way past. This lap around, they're in the zone. They're going to have to send it somewhere. Come on, team, work together. No, you didn't hold up the Lotus. Damn it. Do we... I mean, that might be a little bit too late, actually, on the pit call. We're going to go for mediums for you. Okay, I know you're going to be... Go mediums, we're going to run you hard, and then we're going to try and put it on softs at the end. Mediums, soft. Seems like a reasonable way. Okay, the low ties have got out of the way. We are released. There's a puncher for somebody. Who is it? Wasn't us. Who's at a puncher? March? Slow stop for someone else. I'm not actually sure who got a puncher. Somebody got a puncher. It wasn't us. It's not important. We are fine. We are clear currently of the two McLarens and both the Lotuses. There was a slow pit stop. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot. We're a minute behind the Ferrari. The Ferraris are absolutely dominating this race. Silver had a slow pit stop. They've ended up behind Butler. That's good. A lot of cars are now out on softs. Okay, so they're going to have short middle stints. So I guess they're going medium, soft, mediums? I would think. Yeah, we've gone completely different strategy. I mean, I like this. I love these sort of things, and I never go with the strategy that I never want to, especially when we're perhaps a little bit out of sync, out of performance-wise. Why go with their strategies? In fact, actually, Pellegrini is running quicker than the soft tyre cars. They're absolutely flying with that one. They are having a hell of a race. I know we're pushing hard. I know we are pushing these cars hard, which is going to kill our tyres a little bit. But yeah, Butler's doing all right. Butler's actually catching Fonseca. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Probably not for 30, although they're quite a long way ahead. I doubt Butler's going to be able to do too much here, but these are very long races, actually. They do go on for quite a long way. Butler's having a bit of a bad lap as one of the Lotuses come past. Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to be able to get the other one into the top 10. Don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. Yeah, we are pulling away now from the McLaren. The Lotuses have fallen away, actually. We are pulling away from the McLarens that are here challenging us. No, don't have a bad lap now. Come on. We need you to be doing good. We need you to be going well. Clouds have come over, but there's no sign of rain. I don't think there's any sort of like track temperature, so to speak, to worry about. Butler's going to have a good lap. And we're pulled 43 seconds. That should be a pit stop ahead now of the McLarens, which means if we do need to do a mad splash and dash at the end for some better time, not really splash and dash, a sort of panic tyre strategy at the end, we should be okay. Where is 14? What is the gap looking like? 14 seconds. The last lap around was a little quicker. It's not catching massively fast. Although, I don't know whether Fonseca's going to... what the tyre they're going to go for. No idea. Pellegrini is having a bad lap. Do you want to do one more? He'll go for one more. Mediums are going to get very close to not making it to the end. I mean, basically, we'll put mediums on and we'll probably chill for a little bit and then push hard if we need to. I think that's the way to go here. I don't want to run the risk. 2 to 3 laps left. I don't want to run the risk. We'll put on some mediums and we'll let you bring them in sensibly. Yeah, if we let you bring them in sensibly, I think you will make it to the end. We might have to push at some point. We've still come out in third, honestly, and that's what we needed. The soft tyre cars, I will presume, are going to jump onto mediums shortly. I don't think they're going to be able to go soft to the end. Looking at what's going on, they're not going to be able to go soft till the end. Now that we're not pushing, Moretti is starting to catch a little bit. God, our last lap was absolutely shot. I guess that was the out lap. so don't worry. Let's not panic just yet. Butler's still sat about 12 seconds away from getting another place. We could do with some antics going on, but I don't think there's much. The Ferraris are going to lap everybody. In this race, the Ferraris are going to lap the entire field. God damn it. Okay, how are we doing now? Okay, Pellegrini, 202. Car chasing us, 202. Okay, it's kind of... the tyres have warmed up. Everything has kind of sorted itself out a little bit. That's fine. Oh, okay, that's who Levi March is. It's the Ferraris have a slow pit stop. But they're so far ahead, it doesn't matter, essentially. Everything is cycling through the pits now. We have a couple of the cars. I mean, Butler's going to move up a couple of places. It's not going to matter too much. It's all going to work itself out. Yeah, we can't really do crazy... We can't do too much about it at this moment in time. We've kind of done our strategies. We will let Butler... I don't know if Butler's going to even be able to go on the soft tyres. I think we've pushed them maybe a bit too hard here. I mean, I don't think it's the worst idea in the world. I think we're going to have to go mediums again. There's no rules about it. I don't have to use multiple compounds. We just haven't made the most of running soft tyres. Maybe we should have gone for a soft tyre middle stint on Butler. Unless... I mean... Okay, no, they can actually do softs till the end. Okay, we'll let them run out a couple more laps. And then I think we'll go for a soft tyre cool to the end. How are we doing? Ooh, okay, the McLaren is pushing hard. McLaren is pushing to try and catch us in third. Now, I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. Because our lap was... Yeah, okay, we might have to start pushing. I think we will make it still. Yeah, we will make it now on a push till the end. I think we will be okay, and we're going to have to do it because the McLarens are charging. No, don't have a bad lap now. Bad lap was not what we needed. We needed a good lap. The McLaren is alarmingly close. It's a difficult track to overtake on, but do we go one more? We'll go one more lap. We'll just tell Butler to chill it a little bit, and then we will come in and we will go soft tyres till the end for you. Oh, we are under massive pressure now from the McLaren. Okay, it is a push lap for Pellegrini. Hopefully they can gather it all up. We got stuck behind a Lotus for a while. Can we keep that McLaren slowed down for a while? Okay, we'll come out 14th. Did we leapfrog someone, or were we always 14th? I don't know. Can you push hard till the end? You can. Okay. Butler is going to drive the absolute wheels off that car till the end. I don't think we're going to get much more than 14th, but considering where we started on the grid, that's not too bad. How are we doing up at the front? Pellegrini's sorted their laps out. Oh, Moretti is really going for it. Oh, they got us. Ah, they burnt the fuel to get past us. I don't know whether we can do anything about it here. Can we? No, I think they're just too fast. Even if we... I think we'd run out of fuel. No, we can burn it. We can go for it. Right, chase that down. I didn't realise. I didn't realise how much fuel there might be left. We've got 10 laps to go. 10 laps remain, but I think that McLaren is just too fast for us, even with us on... Oh, wait, I put the wrong bloody person on that one, didn't I? Can we do that? Oh, we're still happy. We'll have 4 laps of fuel. Okay, we actually had more fuel to play with than I realised. I was looking at the wrong car on that one. Butler's in the zone. I don't think we've got an answer for that McLaren, sadly. I think it's just got away from us a little bit. Even with us on full attack, it's setting a similar lap time to us. Come on! We need the McLaren to break down. I mean, we are flying. We are doing everything we can to try and catch that. Pellegrini's on a good lap here. It's a 52.9, which is not far away from what's... Oh, no, the Ferrari's absolutely going for it. But no, we can't catch that, I don't think. We just lost too much time. Yeah, it's just too quick for us at the end. You know what? Let's just not risk breaking the engine at this point. 5th place is quite a long way back. In fact, Pellegrini had a bad lap that time around. Ended up with 56. Or either that or the Lotus had a very fast lap. Not quite sure. Everyone's on a push at this point in time. Yeah, I don't think there's anything more we could have done in that one. The McLaren was just too quick. I mean, Butler's far too far away from Francesco there. We can't do much. I don't know how we lost out so much time in all of that, but we did, which is a little bit of a shame. Yeah, McLaren is gone. The Lotus is a little bit more of a concern. We have kind of erratic laps. That was, to be fair, Pellegrini, that was the whole point. They were fast but erratic. That is the end of the race. Thankfully, we're not going to lose out to the Lotus. I mean, no one was expecting 4th place from us. It would have been glorious if we could have got a podium. However, a 4th place is very, very good. Is very, very good indeed. We didn't have to try a crazy strategy. Yeah, you know what, actually, the fact that that's actually not awful. Everybody was a lap down on the Ferraris. We tried. I think we gave that as good a shot as we could have done. Yeah. There we go. Sucks. We couldn't quite do it. Couldn't quite get it. I'm guessing this is using the modern point system, I would presume. That's just the teams. It didn't show us the... yeah, okay, yeah, we're using the modern point system for this rather than the classic one. There might be options to change it. Who knows when it comes to the actual full game. But yeah, that is a look at Golden Lap. That is a kind of a race, one of the races in a career mode, so to speak. Yeah, I really like it. I really like it. I like that there is enough detail to be engaging without being so crazy to be overwhelming, to be horrifically difficult to kind of pick up and learn. The just watching numbers around a circuit, I'm not sure. It might put some people off. I do recommend, I mean, as I said, there's a demo. Go try this on Steam. Because if you looked at the sort of the videos, the trailers, and thought, I'm not sure if it's for me, do give the demo a try. Because while I do wish it was a little bit more visual in that, it is still really, really good. It's still really good. I have thoroughly enjoyed playing around with it. I've played quite a lot of the demo of this one, messing about with different stuff. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video. Yeah, do go check this game out on Steam. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.